gothic dreamers out there. Okay, it's a new outro. I've been, or intro, I've literally been attempting to try, just because it kind of is based off of my Discord channel that I made recently. Anyway, so I decided that the pizza house was pretty popular on Twitter, not so much on the gallery or on my channel and stuff, but you know what? I had fun with this, so I figured, yeah, I'm gonna release the video I made of attempting to make a plate of sushi into a house. Now, I know nothing about sushi. Absolutely nothing. I don't eat sushi. I don't touch sushi. I don't cook sushi. No one in my house has it. I have friends that like it. I have family members that like it. I have coworkers that like it, but I don't. And I've been shamed many, many, many times because I'm not a fan. And I'm sorry, but I'm not a big fan of fish. And I'm not a big fan of things that are raw. And yes, technically, it's still partially cooked from what I've been told. But, it doesn't seem like it's for me. And that's the end of it. You guys, or whoever enjoys it, is free to enjoy all the sushi they want. And they don't have to worry about me taking any of it. Alright, now that that's over with, I had quite the challenge because I made it all diagonal here to make like seaweed wrap around each of the things and try to find stuff that looked like rice and try to find stuff that kind of had the texture of the type of fish that's used for like this red roll. Like I got the rice rolls right there and I don't really know what the red one is. I just know that I needed to try to imitate it. I think right here, the stairs were the worst part of this entire build because they just did not want to work the way I wanted them to. And I have some funky stairs going on throughout the building that you will see me doing here not too long from now. But the main thing that I was trying to do was just trying to make it look believable. I did post it into this one Discord I'm in, and I asked if anyone happened to have a wild guess of what I made, and someone did guess sushi, though I don't think it's as good as my pizza restaurant. I loved my pizzeria. If you have not seen that video, please check it out. I'll try to remember to link it in the description below. It will also be in the gallery. This house will be in the gallery the same day that I upload this video. It'll just be about 4 hours, give or take, after the video is released that I will upload this to the gallery. Mainly because I will be at work, unless like something would happen, like me or the kids would get sick. But either way, I'm not uploading it right away. But it will most likely be uploaded same day as this video is, and that's the plan for all future videos. And I did say it in, I believe, the pizzeria video, but like I noticed that I actually got more downloads actually with the pizzeria video or pizzeria restaurant compared to like when I don't make a video. So I mean, that definitely seemed to help here. And I'm like, I don't really care so much about the views and the downloads and stuff, but like I really want to try to get my work out there and get more people to see, because I do spend many hours doing the stuff I am. Speaking of which, right now I'm making a hibachi grill, and it should be totally usable as far as like to sit on. It didn't seem to have any issues when I was messing around with it, so hopefully you're okay with it. If not, I'm sorry. It is at least a cool piece of decor, right? I did include plenty of other seating areas, so it's not the end of the world. The hibachi grill is not usable. I mean, if you're playing with it as a restaurant, the hibachi grill really isn't usable. I mean, I don't know, maybe the game will register as being usable, but like I didn't mess around with it with playing a restaurant. I did, however, do the menu and the uniforms, but I'm actually not 100% sure if those things save over or not throughout the gallery. I actually just recently found out that if you save a house or a room to the gallery, if it has a pair of stairs in it, the stairs aren't getting saved over, so that's really disappointing. However, why don't we get back to the talk of this build? Mainly for the inside, I went with like black and gold and red as the theme, just because I just felt like it would look the nicest, and it's a good like blend of colors that do all look good together. And oh yeah, here I am like realizing like, oh shoot, I actually need a spot for like my chef to cook, because those little sushi roll buildings that I made were actually way too small in order to fit like the cooking thing in. So I had to make another separate building just so I could have somewhere for my chefs to cook, just in case we do actually want to have this as a restaurant in your game. And I made this part soy sauce. I like soy sauce. I do enjoy some soy sauce. But like I know that you dip your sushi in it. Like I said, I am not a sushi fan, so it's just one of those things that I went about with limited knowledge, but I tried my best. Like I used Google Images to kind of get a good look at what I needed to have. Oh yeah, every time that I had to freaking like put the staircase down, I had to redecorate my entire roof because it like erased all the wallpaper or all the floors and stuff I did. Really annoying. Like right there was I lost my soy sauce. I get it back. Oh my goodness. Oh, so for these tiny rooms here, I decided to make 2 of them bathrooms, and the third one will end up being like where you would check in to be seated at a restaurant. I was originally thinking I was gonna make all 3 of them into restrooms, and I'm like, why? Because I guess, yeah, Sims need to use the bathroom a lot. And, like, since I made these single-stall bathrooms, basically, I mean, only 2 Sims are going to be able to use the bathroom at once. But, you know, I felt like the third one would have been best using as, like, the reception. Not reception. I keep wanting to say reception because I'm thinking of a hotel for some reason. Which, by the way, would be awesome to have on here. Anyways, yeah, so I ended up making bathrooms for down in the sushi rolls, and then the top of it, as you can see, are little places for them to sit. Here I am actually having to make some of these rooms a little bit bigger, considering the fact that like I really didn't have room for Sims to actually walk through, because if you have this like this restaurant in your town, you want to actually be able to use it, I'm sure. You know, I just don't want it for aesthetics, because personally it does look a little weird in world view. Just because of like how it's shaped. But yeah, I definitely needed to make it a little bit bigger and make it so like the Sims could actually use all these areas in order to, you know, sit down and actually eat on. Now, I originally was going to actually add ladders, and I'm like, wait, no, I don't think that the waiters are going to be able to serve food with the ladders. If I am wrong, let me know, but like I feel like that would be really weird anyways. So yeah, I have those funky stairs, which I mentioned earlier, like just kind of a weird, funky shape. I ended up, because of me making this part of the restaurant bigger, I had to make the hibachi grill even bigger, and honestly I like it because it gives a little bit more space, because beforehand it was kind of really crammed in there, and now it like I have a lot more space to like do things with. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure, because I'll be honest, I did not play test it to see if it would possibly be usable as far as like for your Sims to sit and eat at. I feel like there might be a lot of overlapping because the tables are overlapping. So if you do use it in the game, let me know how well it worked for you. Oh yeah, and I'm a sucker for these string lights, so I was like, yes, I definitely need to use them. And I like overlap them quite a bit in order to like get them to fit properly, because the shape of the basically like the wooden planks plate, if that makes any, I don't know, a board, is that what it's called? Like I said, I don't eat sushi, so I don't really know the names of all this kind of stuff, so feel free to correct me with anything I say in the comments. I want to learn things, so Alright, anyways, so yeah, those lights looked absolutely amazing when I got into night view, and here I am making the area where like the hostess will get you seated, and like I ended up adding like some more statues and stuff. Like I love the little pig statues. I was like, I had to put them in there. They were really amazing. And here I am making, like, I'm not sure what, like, if all this stuff can actually be used in the restaurant, or if like Sims are just gonna end up walking in and starting to use like the tea maker or that pitcher. I don't know. Like, I actually haven't personally used the stuff in gameplay, but I've used them in a lot of my builds. Oh, and I really enjoyed adding all of this stuff like as centerpieces onto the tables. Like, I thought it was just like the perfect touch. I tried to get like the feel of it being like an Asian or like sushi restaurant. Like, even the menu has a bunch of like sushi dishes, but there really isn't much as far as like that aesthetic goes in The Sims. We got a couple paintings and like a couple, I think, free items that we ended up getting through like updates and stuff, but like, yeah, there's really not much. And honestly, I'm really disappointed at The Sims. Like, I definitely could have made this a lot better if I had used custom content, but I try not to use custom content with my builds. The only thing as far as like mods and CC that I do with my builds is to use building mods. And speaking of which, I have like these two columns that I tried to make look like chopsticks. Now, it was suggested to me to actually use the tool mod on them. Now, I have never used the tool mod, so I'm not 100% sure if the tool mod works on columns or not. I'm a little afraid of trying it right offhand. I do know that the tool mod is pretty awesome, and like, I know, like, even with Sparked, you're not allowed to use the tool mod in order to make your builds just because it's not fair to console players. But yeah, I guess I'm a little afraid to use the mod because I don't know how it works, and sometimes I'm really bad at figuring things out on my own, and I might end up spending like a century on Google trying to figure stuff out. So yeah, I ended up just making it try to look like it's like the chopsticks are picking up the one piece of sushi there, the one that like the hibachi grill is on. And of course I had to add like these trees and stuff, like, because they were a good little touch. I think, were they the Chinese maples? I don't know, but I thought like red and pink plants were like a good way to go for this, just because it kind of all blended together, but like just gave it a little bit of a color. Especially considering that I don't know why I made that really loud or really large there. Ooh, I can't talk. But yeah, I definitely had trouble with like the landscaping and stuff because there really wasn't a lot of room, but I wanted to have something so it wasn't just a restaurant on a flat lot. So I actually ended up building this lot. I think I demolished the karaoke bar that comes in San Mishunu or Mishuna. No, I think it's Mishunu. Yeah, I'm really bad at pronouncing the names of like the towns, and either way, that's like, I figured that was a good spot to put it because it was in a city, and especially since that city has a bunch of different types of food that your Sims can try out, like experimental dishes. I can't recall right offhand if I put any experimental dishes on the menu. I think I did actually, but I'm gonna stop rambling now. Here are some screenshots of the finished build. I really hope you guys like this. I tried to be a little funky, making a bizarre shaped restaurant just like my pizza one. If you like this, please like it before you go. Subscribe if you are new to my channel. Comment what you think of this build. And if you have any suggestions for other type of themed places you want me to do, let me know that in the comments below. And this will be in the gallery later in the day or tomorrow, most likely later in the day. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and have a magical day. Bye!